topic I'm going to take is on the nature of management. Student, management history is very confusing and conflicting views on this nature of management. Different management thinker have different views. Some says it as science because it has tested principles of management. Some says art as more practice is needed, and even some says it as a profession. So in order to determine management as art, science or profession, we must understood meaning and feature of science, art and profession, and then we will compare them with the meaning features of management. So let's start with the management as a science. So what is science? Science is a systematized body of knowledge that explains certain general truth. And what are the characteristics of science? For being anything being a science, there are certain characteristics, and to learn those characteristics, those keywords, I have made again a shortcut, and that is SUP. S is systematized body of knowledge, U is universal validity, and P is principles based on experiments and observation. So before coming to the point, student, I will like to take one example to prove that anything being a science, what are these characteristics. To explain these characteristics easily, like you all must have read in class 9th, 10th, there was one experiment we generally used to do of litmus paper. Isn't it like there are two litmus paper, as much as I remember, red and blue litmus paper. So when blue litmus paper it changes to red, the solution is said to be acidic in nature, I think. So many times this experiment must have done, and then one came to the conclusion that if the litmus paper converts from red to blue, it is acidic in nature. Blue to red, blue to red, it is acidic in nature, and red to blue, it is acidic basic in nature, I think. So lots of experiments have been done. So principles are based on experiments and observation. These kind of principles, when the conclusion are out from there, it has been done out after lots of experimentation and after lots of observation. And it is not only that it is applicable in India only, it is applicable all over the world. Everywhere it is followed. Science, whatever rules, whatever principles of science has been evaluated, it is followed everywhere. So it is universal in nature, and it is systematized body of knowledge, means it is based on cause and effect relationship. If this will be the condition, this will be the answer. So it is a systematized body of knowledge. So student, now let's see, are these characteristics of science present in management or not? So yes, this characteristics of science, yes, it is present in management. Principles based on experiment observation, yes, it is also present in the management. But this universal validity, because why it is not present? Because actually management we treat with human being, okay, and human beings, they are of different nature. So you can't say the rules which we used to follow in one school, the same rule you are going to follow in the another school also. Or if one rule is followed in one organization, the same rule to be followed. No, because human being is working and human being have different mindset. So you can't say that it is universal in nature. So these 2 points of science is present in management, but this one is not. So now next is management as art. So first we will see what the art is. Actually the art is skillful and personal application of existing knowledge. And art is like actually painting, dancing, etc. And what are the characteristics of art? The characteristics of art are existence of theoretical knowledge, personalized application, and based on practice and creativity. So students, you know that in any kind of art, there is theoretical knowledge, like being suppose in music, if one wants to acquire knowledge, they need to be Prabhakar or Praveen. They need to qualify such kind of require such kind of qualifications. So which is equivalent to graduation or post graduation. And likewise, successful manager too has to go through lots of literature and in various areas of management, like finance, marketing. So we can say that actually this characteristics of art. Yes, it is present in management also. So now we'll go to the next point, that is personalized application. Art is actually personalized concept. No two singer, no two dancer, they, if you ask two dancers to perform on stage, no two will be the same. So likewise, the characteristics of art is present in management, as every manager has his own unique style of managing all the things, people. Although all the managers must have taken the same, they must have read all the same theories, and they all have acquired the same knowledge, but still they, when they need to perform, their performance are different according to the situation. So again, if we see that whether it is present in management or not, then yes, this personalized application, yes, it is present in management also. Now we'll go to the third and the last point, and the last point says that it is based on practice and creativity. Means student, you must be knowing that more you practice, more creative you become. So means you can't only learn from books, or if you want to draw, or suppose if you want to write something. So for that, lots of writing work. If you want to be very skillful in writing, or you want to be a painter, so you need to draw again and again. Why? To become because you must have heard that practice makes a man perfect. So just for that case also, it is based on practice. Lots of practice is required, and because you do lots of practice, definitely you will be more creative. You will be able, manager will be able to handle things effectively and efficiently. So this third point, yes, it is also present in management. So the characteristics of art, that is existence of theoretical knowledge, personalized application, and based on practice and creativity, all the 3 points are present in management also. And before ending of this lecture, I would also like to tell you one thing, that you can, if you want, you can write these 2 points like practice and creativity in 2 different points also. First can be based on practice, and you can add one another point based on creativity. It can be the 4th point if you want, just to elaborate your answer, and that's it. The profession is, we'll see the definition first. Profession is an occupation backed by specialized knowledge and training, and to which entry is restricted. Like we suppose professional field, if we talk about doctors or lawyer. So for being a doctor, MBBS is required, or being a lawyer, LLB is required. So these are the professional occupations. So such kind of professional occupation, they require specialized knowledge, and then the training is being given to them, and after that only they get entry in such fields. Being a lawyer, you should get you should practice before that, and then only you'll get entry into that. So there are certain characteristics of profession, and what are those professions? To learn it easily, I have made the shortcut, and that is WREPS. W stands for well-defined body of knowledge, R stands for restricted entry, E ethical code of conduct, P professional association, S service motive. So now we'll see one by one characteristics of profession, and then we'll see that whether they are present in management or not. So the first one is well-defined body of knowledge. So all profession, whether it is legal, doctor, they are based on a well-defined body of knowledge. And likewise, management is profession, and it also has a well-defined body of knowledge. And what are those knowledge? Actually, they are well-defined principles which are based on various situations. So this feature of profession, yes, it is present in management. Now we'll talk about the second feature of management, that is restricted entry. So entry to a profession is restricted through an examination or acquiring an educational degree. Like for CA, one has to clear specified examination conducted by ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. But for manager, there is no such restriction in anyone. Anyone can be called a manager irrespective of its educational qualification. So if we talk about this feature, so as this feature is of profession, it is not fully present in management, so we won't take this feature. So ethical code of conduct. Now all professions are bound by a code of conduct which guides their behavior. But students, such kind of conduct, though it is laid down, but its membership is not compulsory. So we can say that this feature of profession is not fully present in management. And this one also cancel. Now, if we talk about service motive, as we all know, the basic service motive of any profession is to serve their client. Like lawyer has to ensure that their client gets justice, but the basic motive of management is obviously profit maximization and not social service. So I think again this feature of profession is not in the management. Professional association. So all kind of profession, they are associated with some or the other professional association. Like in India, lawyers, they have to become member of the bar council, and likewise there are several associations of practicing managers in India. But legally it is not compulsory, so this feature is fully not present in management too. So now we can see that so out of these 5 points of characteristics of profession, only this first point is present in management and all these 4 points are not present in management. So we can say that yes, management is not an exact science, but it is an inexact science, and it is an art also. But profession only one, it fulfills only one of the points. Maybe in near future there will be as such kind of saying is there, in near future restricted entry and all these points will also be covered, but right now these all points of profession are not fully there in